Hi guys, this is your next video for the X-Men English Language Paper 1 that I had created. Video 1 is language analysis, video 2 is structural analysis, and this is going to look at the big question 4 on the AQA paper. So just a reminder guys, if you haven't watched the first video which looks at question 2 on language, that you are given a blurb about the extract. So the extract we are given is this, and we are told before we have a look at it that Jean Grey, unbeknownst to her, is the most powerful mutant in the world. So that's huge to us. It's foreshadowing, which we're going to need in question 3. That her powers are out of control and she doesn't realise how dangerous she is. Again, that is foreshadowing. She is piloting a doomed shuttle. Again, so doomed, we know what that means. The solar flare, she has been dosed with a solar flare that is lethal. And she's going to sacrifice her life to save the X-Men. Yes, I shall upload the extract. Unfortunately, I'm having technical issues, so it won't be the best quality, but pause the video so that you can have a look at the things you would comment on for question 4, and I'm going to obviously add the question as well. So as we can see here, guys, we are given the statement. A student having read The Dark Phoenix claimed, Jean Grey is a deeply troubled mutant who wants to help but struggles as she is torn between herself and the presence of something dark. How far do you agree/disagree? We're using the whole source here, guys, so again, go back through and note down what you think you would comment on. If anyone needed reminding of the extract, I'll put it up here. Again, you should pause the video and have a look at the things that you think you would make a note of, and then I'm going to break down the question for you. So stay, guys, please stay in tune. I'm going to show you what I would comment on, how I would start my response, some bullet pointed suggestions for you, so that as part of your revision, you can attempt a response. So remind yourself of the question, pause the video and bullet point from the extract there what you think you would comment on. And I'm going to break it down with some additional support for you guys now. A reminder of the question then is there. Your focus is the following: that she's deeply troubled, she wants to help, she struggles, there's a dark presence. I need you to go back through the extract and highlight the sections which agree with the statement. And then your challenge there, guys, is can you find any sections that disagree? Go. So first of all then, guys, I'm going to ask you to consider the following in your analysis. Struggling to clear her thoughts, the fires dancing across her skin, the radiation still boiled within her body, that section about the voice returning an ancient present, that was her and yet not her. And then also consider time to die, it said. Images flooded her mind, flames dancing on her skin, worlds exploding, dying. That section there. Again, your challenges, can you find anything that disagrees? Obviously, we want to be analysing the single word struggling. We want to look at the personification of the fire that dances across her skin. Again, it's almost as if she's been consumed by the solar flare, and therefore that is where she becomes dangerous, if you like. And then fire is linked to the phoenix. So is that a foreshadowing, the fact that it's dancing across her skin, as well as if it's at one with her, as if she is consumed by fire? Then this is solidified with the idea of the radiation, which is boiling. So we know there's going to be some sort of explosion here, or some sort of climax. I discussed the voice in my structure video, so please go and have a look at that juxtaposition and the comma there. Her yet not her, time to die, it said. We want to be looking at it. The fact that it's commanding her to die, this image flooding her mind implies that her power of her telekinetic powers are becoming a little bit kind of too much here. The world's exploding. So all of these things are supporting the idea that she is troubled, she is struggling, and that there is this dark presence within Jean Grey. The other thing we can look at, guys, again, these are just suggestions, is Jean Grey hung suspended in the air like a monarch surveying her subjects. I love that simile. I would be thinking about using that in creative writing. This dark presence has almost made her a royal, like a monarch surveying, watching over other people. And then we get our dialogue again in capital letters. Hear me, X-Men, she said. No longer am I the woman you knew. So that's quite important when we're talking about the struggles of Jean Grey. This idea, it's almost like there's a split personality, this voice talking to her, this presence. And then we've got I am Phoenix, and obviously the connotations of that. Then we know it's mythical. We also know that it rises from the ashes. It's a bird. It's quite fierce. And then a look of fear crossed her face. Therein lies this notion of deep struggle. She literally grabs her temples and screams, and that's linked to her powers, guys, because they are telekinetic. She's obviously got a bit of a headache here. It's taken over her completely, mind and body and soul here. Your success criteria, before I show you my example paragraph, is there. It's 20 marks. We need quotations, analysis of language, single words where possible, analysis of structure if it applies, subject terminology, paragraphs, and if we can, we want to offer an alternative interpretation. So this is the start of my response. I agree with the statement. The idea that Jean Grey is troubled is evident when we are presented with the notion of a presence who speaks and chillingly claims time to die, it said. By utilising the pronoun it, the reader is left questioning whether the voice is human, and more importantly, why it seemingly haunts Jean Grey. As the extract progresses, the voice is in fact Jean Grey, and therefore the reader must try to comprehend her struggles and the link to this new identity. I am Phoenix. Symbolically, the phoenix foreshadows how Jean Grey can rise from the dead and be reborn, presenting her as immortal. Again, I would continue that for 20 marks. Close analysis. The challenge is there as well. Can we offer alternative interpretations using words like perhaps and arguably? So guys, I would go back through the extract. I would time myself 20 to 25 minutes. I would look at analysing language that agrees or disagrees with the statement I gave you earlier. And if you want to send your answers to me, at Stacey Ray on social media. Send me any of your responses, guys. It's at Stacey Ray on social media. You can find all of my stuff on YouTube as well. Go back and have a look at question 2 and question 3. Send me it. It's good practice, and I will send you my feedback. Massive good luck, guys.